talk about Creature Commandos. Right? We'll talk about that briefly because there's not really much to talk about. A second. Doing. So this is the I'll show you the first thing, which I thought was nice. This is the first entry into the revamped DC universe, right? The DCU, and all eyes are on it. Essentially, this is the beginning of the James Gunn vision, and to me, it seems more like it's a very natural continuation of the James Gunn, DC universe. Now, people complain that they said, the Suicide Squad is way too similar to Guardians of the Galaxy. It is and it isn't, right? It isn't. I thought Peacemaker was excellent. If you haven't seen that, that's fantastic, right? that's just fun and silly, which is what I think this as well. So the basic premise of this is Suicide Squad. It's Suicide Squad once again. Right, Suicide Squad, and now there's been some government ruling, and they can't use human beings in as a task force, right? That's allowed. So instead, they found a loophole by finding non-humans, so which is essentially monsters. So it's a lot of fun. It has a lot of kinetic energy to it. I found it really, 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 really enjoyable. Great cast, and I thought the animation was really, really good, right? How does this relate to the wider DC universe? I don't know, because we're going in as the underside of it. So the only reason, by the way, that I think Peacemaker doesn't fit into the current James Gunn universe is because it ends up with a cameo from the Zack Snyder Justice League, or bits of it, as I recall, right? But it's like somebody went to the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, and do you remember that movie Being John Malkovich, right? Where there was a little door in the 13th and a half floor or something like that into John Malkovich's head. It was very bizarre. Right, so the same thing is same thing with this. There's a little door somewhere hidden in Peacemaker into this new DC universe. So, but first thing I want to show you, which I think this bodes well, by the way, the logo, right? So that's very traditional Superman, very early Superman, and then the bullet logo is the one to go. That is classic DC. So again, I don't imagine the Superman will be like this, but who knows, right? Who knows? So so you have Amanda Waller, still played by whoever played her in the Suicide Squad, and now this is Rick Flag Sr., which is the father of was it Flag, who was killed in Suicide Squad, and they go to some mission for. Somebody from Themyscira is doing is attacking this country, and the country has the mining rights will give it the mining or the resources rights are given to America, right? Which is why they send this new team in. So the only thing about that really was annoying was that is this it? So I assume this was supposed to be Antifa, but they say it's right here. Let me see what.
Inside sources claim Cersei has promised the Sons that once the downfall of...
No, this is them. They're not losers enough. Right, yeah. So this is supposed to be right-wing terrorists, but they don't exist. Antifa exists. Right? What are you going to say? The Patriot Front? That's the feds, mate.
Themyscira.
I mean, seriously, Themyscira is the sickest place ever, and then you tell me, oh, dude, only women can live there? What? They're so sexist, bro.
Word is they have the most incredible waterfalls. I have this question.
Critical, skeptic, facts over feelings, _91, something like that. Yeah, again, so it's taking the piss out of the right, but it's so detached from reality because there aren't idiot, brainless thugs like there are Antifa, right? On the right wing, like they're Antifa. No, it's not real. And I understand James Gunn, has his political worldview. So she's got the new team, and it's a team of monsters. Again, great character. I like all of these characters, and apparently each episode is focusing on a different character. And the second episode I thought was better than the first because it focused on what she's called the Bride. And was it? We'll go through the opening titles. That's the Bride. Voiced very well by Inara Valderrama, and she plays it differently to how she normally plays things. It's got a very Cockney London accent. The Bride. This played by Alan Tudyk, who's brilliant. He's essentially brilliant, in everything he does. I really this actually, you know what the vibe of this show is. If you've seen Doom Patrol. This Doom Patrol meets Suicide Squad, essentially. And Alan Tudyk was the villain in the second season of Doom Patrol, I think. Maybe the first, he was excellent, really excellent in it. Weasel we saw in the Suicide Squad. And who else is there? Oh, yeah. So this is a World War II robot who obsessed with finding the evil National Socialists from Germany. So this is how he goes wrong. This is kind of fun.
I thought it might come in use.
Here, what's that? Doink. GI robot. Second, doink.
When he died in Corto Maltese, he died a hero.
That one looks like a discontinued dishwasher.
That dishwasher killed over 300 Nazis in World War II.
Yeah, so he's always looking to kill Nazis.
I would have dismantled it, but I thought it might come in use someday.
So that's the team, and I think Frankenstein also joins them, right? Is this the titles? No, that's how they're controlled. Yeah, let's just go through the titles because the titles are actually pretty darn good. And also, it sets up the tone nicely.
This is your new task force flag. Let's call it Task Force M. M for monster.
Right, and you hear the music playing up in the background. It's fun, right? It's fun.
Also known as...
Yeah, Indira Varma. She's really good in this, right? She's really, really very good in this. It's a character I like and I'm invested in. I'm only 2 episodes in. Yeah, Weasel's great. Yeah, both these people are played by Sean Gunn, I believe. G.I. Robot and Sean the Weasel. Alan Tudyk, Dr. Phosphorus. Again, who cares what the powers are? And this is a character I know least about. I'll be when I have an episode about. I'll be intrigued to see what the backstory. Oh yeah, they got David Harbour as Frankenstein. Oh, Frank Grillo as Rick Flair Sr. So again, it's very adult, this, right? And people, when I was on Dan's show last night, we were talking about it. And they're saying, does it need to be adult? I do think it does. This has that. I was talking about 2008 last night. This has that anti-authoritarian 2000 AD punk vibe going for it. Yeah. So this is the weirdest bit with James Gunn. So he literally wrote himself into it. There is so they have to go to this European country that's this backward European country, and it's quite funny. And the princess who was wait of the country who's waiting for her mother to die so she can take complete power. Very, very sexual, very, very gratuitously sexual. For me, it was just fun, right? I just had fun watching this. Right, which is something I get very, very rarely. It's quality. I thought the animation was excellent. Right, much better. Animation was better than Invincible. Very different animal to it. But again, I found this really fun. I think it's it's not what people wanted as the initial entry into this new universe. right? It's people wanted to see they don't want to see the underside of the DC. You know, they want to see the top side. They want to see how they're going to handle Superman and superheroes. Which I guess we're going to get a trailer soon. I hope we're going to get a trailer. The casting, I thought, just generally speaking, been very good, right? I thought it was excellent. Does it mean that we're going to, is the whole DCU going to be like this? I doubt it. But again, I'm finding this very, very, very enjoyable, right? Very enjoyable indeed. Peter Rich says, Aaron wants to take Trek in a different, non-Kurtzman direction. That's why the Otoi are far more canonical. Well, that's interesting. Wow. Okay, if that's the case, I'm very excited. Oh, Dr. Alex says, how you doing, Dr. Alex? See, Dr. Alex, you sent me a draft of your new work, but I haven't had a chance to read it. I wanted to read it on Sabbath, but I really didn't get a chance to read much on Sabbath. Trouble is, Sabbath goes out too bloody early this time of year, right? That I am looking forward to hearing it. Rookie Mistake says Frankenstein was the mad scientist, not I think they call him Frankenstein's monster in it. The monster's name was, I believe, called Adam. Wouldn't that be great to see a really authentic adaptation of Frankenstein? Which I don't. You talk about the Kenneth Branagh version, which I like a lot, actually. I think. But it didn't. That's with Robert De Niro playing the monster. It didn't start and end in the snow. I think that really sets that story up, right? Them starting and finishing in the snow. In a very reasonably disturbing way, right? Reasonably disturbing way. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.